Good morning, all of you. I hope all of you are healthy and enjoying your time as well as your studies. Today is a Guru Purnima, and I thank all of you for your wishes on the Guru Purnima, and on this platform, along with you, even I would like to thank all of my teachers, which definitely have a very significant contribution in whatever achievements if I have. So, thanks to all of you for your wishes, as well as I take this opportunity to thank my teachers who have always bestowed lot of love, knowledge and good wishes. Before we start today's lecture, because of this occasion, I just take a liberty to share some personal ideas. Had it been an offline class, I normally get this opportunity, but there is a limitation in the online classes. Since childhood, I have been told to recite, to learn, to memorize a Sanskrit verse you must be very familiar with. I think every child in India must be familiar with. The verse is Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. The literal meaning of this verse is Guru is equivalent to God. A similar version of this idea was also taught in Hindi language. When we were taught this doha, I think of Kabir, Guru Govind दो खड़े काके लागो पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बताए. At that point of time, I was just memorizing it and understanding it literally. But after studying political philosophy, Plato, Socrates, I could understand the real meaning of this verse and doha. And when you say Guru Govind do khade काको लागे पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दियो बताए. So first of all, interpreting what is God and how to know the God, and these dohas and verse tell us that with the help of Guru you can understand the God. Guru here is not a person. What does Guru symbolize? Guru symbolize knowledge. So the idea is how to understand God. What is God? If you link with Plato's philosophy, God is truth. Otherwise, we understand God is all powerful. God can do anything. God is power. God is truth. And the means to understand God is actually not Guru but the knowledge. So, if you will acquire knowledge, more and more knowledge, you don't have to worry for God. You automatically will meet God. means all of your desires will be fulfilled by only one means, and that is knowledge. That is why the knowledge and learning has been given so much priority in our culture and civilization. Now, what is the point I am sharing these ideas with you? Because I believe that you all want to join the civil services. So, civil services will give you power, authority, respect, recognition, success. What is the root for that? The root for that is knowledge. The knowledge of your exam, the strategy, the knowledge of your subject, the knowledge of general studies. So, if with complete integrity and dedication, the way we have for the God, in same way we have to go for the puja or tapasya to achieve God. So for you all, what is God? For you all, clearing civil services is your God. What is the means? Knowledge. So keep on empowering yourself. What is knowledge? Knowledge is a capacity. It enhances your capacity. And I have always been very much inspired by Gita. I believe Krishna is one of the greatest philosophers. And what is the source of Krishna's teaching? The source of Krishna's teaching is karma, duty. So, in this civil services examination, sometimes our situation is like that of Arjun, looking at the opponents, looking at the challenges, looking at the vast amount of information. We number of time suffer from dilemma. Fine. So why we suffer from dilemma? Because we are in the state of ignorance. And according to Krishna, what is a way to overcome this dilemma? Krishna's simple message is karma. So do your duty, put your efforts, keep on doing it, enjoy your efforts. Don't take tensions of exams, don't take tensions of results. Karma is God. A person who does efforts definitely gets what he wants, but that effort should have an element of integrity. So for me, God is my goal, knowledge is the means, and the knowledge is that there is no other way of success other than karma or duty, which is done with integrity, which is considered as pious, which is considered as sacred. So worship your karma, do your karma. That is the real power, that is the real means. So for me, God is equal to knowledge, or knowledge is equal to God, and God is equal to karma. So what I find is that if we go for whether Indian philosophy or the Western philosophy, there is lot we can learn, there is lot we can understand, and improve our lives, because we get life only for once, and towards the end we should not repent that my potential was this much, but I have not achieved it only because of lack of commitment or laziness. And one thing also, like normally we go to the temples to do darshan of God. What does that mean? Darshan means philosophy. The Hindi word of philosophy is darshan. So going to temple and having a darshan of God, that is darshan of knowledge or enlightenment, it means not just go and offer some flowers, but adopt the philosophy of that person, adopt the philosophy of Krishna, adopt the philosophy of Christ, adopt the philosophy of Prophet in your life, and know God has become God without a struggle. So struggle is a part of life. Karma is your power. Karma and knowledge, this combination can give you whatever you want to achieve in your life. I don't know whether how are you going to take my this talk with you. So if you think that was a wastage of time, I am sorry. But because so many of you have sent your wishes, so I just thought that let us try to understand the real meaning of the ritual, the real essence of this. So the essence of this, that you understand the importance of knowledge, importance of karma, and just sending the wishes to the teacher is not enough. You have to also show a teacher your concrete results.